So, shockingly, the H3 drama is still something that's happening. It's still something that H3 himself is talking about, and naturally the rest of the commentary community, because we're all thirsty for topics, alright? Cut us some slack here. But actually, something more interesting happened recently. I actually made it onto the H3 podcast. That's right. There I am. Of course, they're talking about when Keemstar came on my show and said he was going to sue H3 True Productions, where then H3 watched that clip on his show and assumed that we were all fine with it because I guess we didn't berate Keemstar in the middle of our show. No, I think internet lawsuits are gay. I think if you're going to sue somebody on the internet, you better have a really good reason. Otherwise, it's stupid and unnecessary. He did say this line, though.
I mean, dude, the guy is such a fucking loser. It's hard to even fathom. And how he surrounds himself with all these kids that just like, dude did a podcast from inside someone's closet.
Nice. Thanks, H3. But yeah, the one thing I'm glad about, having my clip played on the H3 podcast is that in the middle of the clip, I start opening up a chess game and playing chess in the middle of it. I think that just, it really just, represents my channel well, just me just vibing, playing some chess or whatever while just absolute chaos is happening. Really good representation, really good advertisement for the show. But anyway, that's not exactly what I want to talk about. I just thought it was funny. The main thing I want to talk about is jokes, which is a conversation we've had way too many times on this channel. But it's a conversation that's come up a lot recently, as everybody decided that they're going to draw the line at what's funny and what's a joke and what's real life and whatnot. I mean, we've had plenty of conversations about it on stream. I've talked to political streamers, for instance, that have argued that some of the jokes that I make could lead people down a pipeline of radicalization or something like that. It's a conversation that's been had many times this year. Now, the jokes that we're talking about today, what the joke is versus what they're drawing like the connection to is just absolutely crazy. Now, I'm going to play this clip right here. This is a tweet from H3 where he says, Leafy confesses he went to the protest with an illegally concealed gun, saying he was looking for someone to give him an excuse to shoot them. Truly disturbing.
Wait a minute. How did you get enough balls to go to the protest? Because, there was a protest or riot in your area, and I remember you went there.
Well, I'm not that frail, and on top of that, dude, I fucking own guns and shit. I literally went there with a fucking gun in a holster. I don't know if I can say this out loud, but, I don't have a concealed weapons permit, but I don't really give a shit, dude. I have a gun, I have a holster, I come from fucking Utah. My family has guns, right? So, yeah, I just showed up with that shit and, underneath my jacket.
That was crazy that night. I really thought something bad was going to happen to you because you were showing videos of helicopters above you and shit, cops everywhere.
Bro, I wasn't on the front lines or whatever, but I did see a police car on fire. That's the most shit I saw.
Oh.
Right? I mean, in truth, I don't know if this can even go on Storyfire, but I just want one day in my life for someone to give me an excuse to shoot them. Is that an extreme opinion? Probably. Bro, that was a late laugh, dude. People are gonna think I'm like George fucking Zimmerman or something. That was a joke, bro. Kind of. Bro,
and we'll see you next week. Make sure you subscribe for more.
Wow, I'm absolutely horrified at that totally real threat to violence, I guess. It's been absolutely stunning, I guess, seeing people, talk about how this is, indication that he's gonna go out and shoot people in the riots or something like that. This is something that we need to take, with this, extreme level of caution. Oh my god, will Leafy do it? Will he find the one person who gives him that excuse to just blow their brains out? H3 says here, Keemstar casually eating wings and laughing along. The craziest part is that Keemstar manually uploaded this to his Storyfire channel. How is that the craziest part? It's content. It's a fucking joke. They're literally laughing about it. Oh, the part where he says it's kind of a joke, is that what set you off? Come on now. And then, of course, Keemstar, showing that Storyfire. By the way, Storyfire is a great platform, but that's, conversation for another day. Now, is that joke the best optics or whatever? Yeah, I guess probably not. but it's a joke, you know? Like, I've literally been in calls with friends or whatever, and we've joked around about shit pretty similar to what Leafy has said before, and I have no intentions of carrying any sort of dastardly plan out. Like it's just, does this guy, like, never hang around people, and, you know, talk a little shit? Like, this is just not footage that when I watch it, I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. I just look at this as like, okay, whatever. It's just some banter, some bullshit or whatever. I don't think this guy's gonna go out and just massacre people in the streets. Like, come on now. He throws this up as well. Leafy posted this on Instagram this morning. What did he post? Oh my god. A picture of a fucking shotgun. Holy shit, bro. This is some bad shit. Dude, this shit looks like it's like 150 years old. Like, what even is this? Now, people have been pointing out this video that he made with iDubbbz a couple years ago, shooting with iDubbbz, pointing out, obviously, the hypocrisy. So I decided I would take it a step further. I decided that I would carry out a little mission, a little bit of a good old, a troll, a practical joke. So what I did was I tweeted out a specific clip where H3 and iDubbbz are jokingly threatening to shoot a local politician.
Oh! Take that, Joe. City Council.
Oh god, I fucking hate the city council.
We're kidding, by the way. Not an actual threat against Joe.
No, I mean,
God
it's not
bless
a
him.
threat. Like, we can say that we hate things while we shoot.
I'm getting it out of my system.
Yeah, I
Joe.
hate the government.
God damn. Yeah, no, totally. Whoa! Whoa, that one's loud. That one's almost louder than the shotty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woo! Oh!
That's pretty good. I think if there was a politician on the other end of that, they'd probably be down.
I don't think we can say that.
Wow, absolutely horrid footage. Them joking about shooting up specific politicians, you know, shooting guns at, the signs with their names on them. Oh my god, it's just absolutely horrifying. So obviously I tweet this clip out, with, the perfect caption, recently I uncovered footage of 2 YouTubers, H3 Productions and iDubbbz, threatening to kill specifically named politicians. Disgusting. Really ham it up for the audience there. And so I throw it out on my Twitter account. Got about 8,000 likes, 100,000 views on social media. So it did its job there. And then I watched the reactions. Please tell me you're joking right now. How did you uncover something that has more than 6 million views? I'm Australian and I'm more well-versed in amendments. The gun amendment was made to protect rogue politicians. Let's cancel somebody for something they did 2 years ago. Cancel H3. Truly disturbing. We can go down. We can find some more triggered comments. Did you forget the context? This is disturbing. Truly disturbing. Now, a lot of these comments are jokes. They're kind of playing along with me as well. But there was plenty of triggered H3 fans who were like, hey, wait a minute. Where's the context? Why are you just canceling this guy without any context? This is ridiculous. What are you trying to say? That he's going to go out and shoot up politicians? Obviously that would never happen. Like, what are you talking about? Which is pretty fucking funny, because underneath a lot of them, I would just reply, be like, yep, yep, tell it to Ethan. Because it's the same thing. Why does Leafy get no context for the jokes that he makes, but when I make the same accusations toward H3, picking apart jokes or whatever and, presenting them as reality, how come he needs context for what he said, but Leafy, now we don't need context for Leafy. Nah, Leafy is obviously more likely to be a deranged shooter than H3, so we can just ignore context for Leafy. But for H3, nah, dude. Play that context. We can't cancel him. I'm against cancel culture on all fronts or whatever. My whole reason for doing what I did was literally just to see their reaction. Would H3 fans be, would they be consistent? Would they condemn Ethan? Or would they back him up? Obviously, they were going to back him up. But why does he get to be backed up but not Leafy? That's basically what I was doing there. So, pretty fucking funny. H3 also plays the whole, the whole thing where it's like, oh, well, you're responsible for what your audience says. Look at these comments. Leafy on his way to YouTube headquarters. This is underneath the gun stuff, by the way. The gun post. Leafy is armed. Leafy would would like to see Ethan survive against his guns, use it on H3, shoot me, school shooter vibes, finish shoot up YouTube HQ, like, you know, just showing all these comments or whatever. Just general advice from what I've seen on the internet for the past 2 years. Whenever there's a YouTuber who's going after you, and his response against you is to point out, oh, well, you have weirdos in your comments saying a bunch of crazy shit. You've won. They've lost. They're going to your comment section looking for any crazy thing that your fans are posting, which they inevitably will, especially if you have an audience as large as Leafy or as large as Ethan or whatever. You're going to find some comments that, you know, take it a little bit too far. And when you use those comments against the actual creator, they're just like clutching at that point. They're just hoping they can find anything against you, and you've effectively won. So anyway, just my thoughts on H3. I don't know why he would post any of this shit. Just desperate attempts to play into cancel culture, and the audience is getting sick of it, but H3 is still persistent on getting these guys banned off, getting Keemstar banned off YouTube, getting Leafy banned off, I guess, Twitter and Instagram. Will it work? You know, perhaps it could, and that would be unfortunate, but H3 is on a warpath, and really the social media companies are going to have to decide who they keep on their platform. Hopefully they keep them, and, you know, hopefully Leafy gets his YouTube channel back. Probably not going to happen. So if any of these accounts go down, you know not who to accuse, but you know who to be suspicious of. So I'll just leave that. I'll leave that there. You guys hear the music. I'm gonna get out of here. My name's OUFC. I'll catch you guys later, everyone. After hours tonight, live on this channel. Catch you guys later.